Imagine this scene. It is 3 in the morning. The street lights are humming quietly outside, and the rest of the world is fast asleep. Your room is dark and silent. You are so tired that your body feels heavy, like it is sinking into the mattress. But your brain? Your brain is wide awake, buzzing like a neon sign. You are not just lying there, you are time traveling. You are replaying a conversation you had hours ago, maybe even days ago. You were thinking about every single word you said. You were rewriting the script in your head. You think, why did I say that? I sounded so stupid. I should have made a joke. I should have stayed quiet. You imagine a new version where you were perfect, funny, and smart. You tell yourself that if you just go over it one more time, just once more, you can fix what happened. You can solve the puzzle. It feels like you're doing something good, right? It feels like work. It feels like you are in control of your life. You tell yourself that thinking this much is responsible. You think it stops you from making mistakes in the future. But if you're really honest with yourself, does it feel safe? No. It feels like you are trapped in a small room with no doors. It feels like you're sinking into quicksand. Overthinking doesn't start as a big problem. It starts small. It's like a quiet whisper in the back of your mind that says, "Are you sure?" But very quickly, that whisper gets loud. It turns into a roar, like a giant ocean wave crashing over your head and pulling you under. One worry leads to another worry, and that leads to 10 more. Suddenly, you're thinking about your job, your relationships, your health, and your future all at once. You were trapped in a loop. Your mind is supposed to be your best friend. It is supposed to help you solve problems. But now, it has become a prison. You might even trick yourself into thinking this means you are smart. You think, I'm a deep thinker. I refuse to give up until I find the answer. But here's the hard truth. Overthinking isn't problem solving. Problem solving has an end. You find an answer and you move on. Overthinking is a circle. The more you try to figure it out, the more confused and tired you get. Do you remember when this started? It probably wasn't yesterday. Maybe you were in elementary school, sitting at your desk, heart pounding, worried you gave the wrong answer when the teacher called on you. Maybe you were walking home from the bus stop, thinking about a fight with a friend, wondering if it was all your fault. Back then, thinking about it over and over felt like the only way to protect yourself. It felt like you had to do it to survive the day. But as you grew up, the habit grew with you. It became heavy, like a backpack filled with rocks that you never take off. Psychologists have a special name for this. They call it rumination. Think of a cow chewing its food, swallowing it, and bringing it back up to chew it again. That is what rumination means. It means chewing on your sad or scary thoughts over and over again without digesting them. It's like your brain is trying to change the past just by thinking about it enough times. But we know the past cannot change. Brain scientists tell us that when you do this, a specific part of your brain lights up. It is called the default mode network. This is the part of the brain that turns on when you are daydreaming or not doing a specific task. In a happy mind, this is where creativity happens. But in an overthinking mind, it creates a storm. It pulls up old, embarrassing memories and creates scary what-if stories about the future. Your brain thinks it is helping you prepare for danger, but really it is tying you to fears that thinking can't fix. You were scared to stop, though. I know it sounds strange, but overthinking feels safer than silence. Why? Because silence feels empty. Silence means you have to trust that things will be okay without you controlling them. Silence means letting go of the steering wheel. So you keep thinking, you keep driving the car in circles, hoping that one more lap will get you to a safe place. But deep down, in your gut, you know the truth. Overthinking isn't a shield protecting you. It is a freezer. It freezes you in place so you can't move or live. It is like a monster that gets bigger and stronger every time you feed it a new worry. And late at night, when the house is quiet, you worry about the biggest question of all. What if I am like this forever? What if I never get free? But listen to me closely. Even if you feel completely stuck, there is a way out. To stop this, we have to look at where it started. Not last week, but years ago. We have to look at the little kid you used to be, who learned that thinking hard made the world feel safer. Have you ever seen a kid who acts like a grown-up? They don't run around and play carelessly. They look watchful. Their eyes are always moving, checking the room, like they are waiting for something bad to happen. That's where overthinking starts. Imagine a little kid lying in bed at night. The house is quiet, but every creak of the floorboards makes their heart beat fast. They lie there reviewing their day like it's a test. Did I say something wrong at dinner? Is mom mad at me? Is dad upset? Should I have stayed quiet? This worry isn't because they are crazy. It starts as a way to survive. The kid thinks, if I can guess what happens next, I won't get hurt. If I can figure out everyone's mood, I won't be surprised. That kid learns a hard lesson. The world is unpredictable. People change, so the kid uses their brain as a shield. Psychologists call this hypervigilance. It's a big word, but it just means being extra awake. It means your body is like a security guard on duty 24 hours a day, looking for danger, even when you were safe in your own home. Attachment theory explains this clearly. If the adults taking care of you were unpredictable, maybe they were nice one minute and yelling the next, or maybe they were sometimes there and sometimes ignoring you, your brain had to work extra hard. You became a little detective. You tried to guess, which version of my parent will I get today? The nice one or the scary one? Thinking became your armor. It wasn't a choice you made, it was a survival skill you learned. The kid who thought too much grows into an adult who says sorry for everything. They grow into an adult who tries to be perfect so no one will get mad. At first, overthinking was just a tool to feel sure about things in a shaky life. But here is the sad part. A kid's mind, no matter how smart, cannot fix a chaotic home. A child cannot solve their parents' problems, so they carry this unsolvable puzzle into adulthood. They are still trying to control things that were never theirs to control. Overthinking is a habit you built to feel safe. You built it in moments when you felt alone, scared, or misunderstood. You thought if you just thought hard enough, you could make everything okay. But now, that shield has become a mask. You don't just watch your parents anymore, you watch everyone. You treat friends, bosses, and partners like puzzles that might hurt you. You are always scanning for clues that something is wrong. People on the outside might think you are just really smart. They might say, wow, you are so organized. You think of every detail. They don't see the truth. They don't see that you are exhausted. You are tired from carrying the weight of 1,000 imaginary futures that haven't even happened yet. They call it wisdom, but you know it's just a mask hiding your fear. You look calm and steady on the outside, but your mind is screaming on the inside. Let's look at your life. At work, you write an email, then you read it, then you rewrite it, then you read it again. You do this 10 times because you are terrified that one wrong word will make your boss hate you or get you fired. In relationships, you stare at your phone. You analyze a text message. Why did they use a period instead of an exclamation point? Does that mean they're mad? You tell yourself you are being responsible. You say, I'm just being careful. But really, you are carrying heavy, invisible bags everywhere you go. This mask traps you. It keeps people from seeing the real you. On the outside, you look reliable. You are the one who always has a plan. But inside, you are burning up all your energy worrying about mistakes that you haven't even made. Overthinking steals you from the present moment. You are physically in the room, but your mind is 10 miles away.
Brain science calls this the illusion of certainty. The prefrontal cortex, that is the thinking and planning part of your brain behind your forehead, keeps working overtime. It thinks, if I make one more plan, I will be safe. But studies show that thinking too much actually makes you more anxious, not less. It's like building a fence around your house to keep burglars out. That's good. But then you build a second fence, and a third, and a fourth. Soon you have built so many fences that you can't even see out of your windows. You have trapped yourself in a house that was already safe. You keep smiling, hoping no one sees how scared you are. You are terrified of making mistakes because your brain takes a tiny mistake and zooms in on it until it looks like a monster.
People say overthinking is hard work, and it is. But it is work that hurts you. It stops you from trusting yourself. The mask hides you from judgment, but it also keeps you from being free. Eventually, you realize something scary. You aren't really living your life. You are just rehearsing for it. To understand why this happens, we need to look at the brain again. Why does your own mind feel like an enemy? Why does the brain that helps you do math also make you miserable? It is not because you're weak. It is not because you're broken. It is how your nerves are wired. Cognitive psychology calls it rumination, going in circles without solving the problem. It's like a rocking chair. It gives you something to do, but it doesn't get you anywhere. Here's what happens inside your head. The thinking part of your brain gets stuck in the on position. It generates story after story. What if I lose my job? What if she leaves me? What if I get sick? Meanwhile, another part of your brain, called the amygdala, this is the fear center, the alarm system, starts ringing. It tells you danger is everywhere. The amygdala is like a smoke detector, but in an overthinker, it is a broken smoke detector. It goes off when there's a fire, but it also goes off when you burn toast, or when you light a candle, or when nothing is happening at all. It gets your body ready to fight a tiger or run away. Your heart beats fast, your palms sweat, your stomach hurts, but there is no tiger. There is just an awkward email or a vague text message. Your body can't tell the difference between a real tiger and a scary thought, so you feel stressed all the time. The default mode network adds to this by bringing up old bad memories, like a sad movie you can't turn off. Thoughts make you afraid. Fear makes you think more to try to solve the fear. It's a cycle. You stop reacting to real life and start reacting to the scary movies playing in your head. Studies show overthinking doesn't solve problems. It makes them bigger. It makes simple problems look impossible. But your brain keeps lying to you. It says, just think a little more, just 5 more minutes and you'll be safe. It hurts to know your brain is doing this to you, but you need to see clearly. The thoughts you think will save you are actually hurting you. Overthinking acts like a wise teacher. It says, find the answer, but really, it is a trap that keeps you stuck in the mud. It starts by just being careful, but soon it's like quicksand. The more you struggle and fight the thoughts, the deeper you sink. You want answers, but you just get more questions. You pay a real price for this. You miss out on chances because you were scared of failing. You didn't apply for that job. You didn't ask that person out. You ruin relationships because you were suspicious and jealous for no reason. You lose sleep, worrying about tomorrow, and then you're too tired to enjoy tomorrow when it comes. Overthinking steals your life.
Psychologists call this analysis paralysis. It means you think so much that you can't move. You are waiting to be 100% sure before you do anything. But here's a secret. Your brain can never be 100% sure about the future. Life is a guess. The more you try to be sure, the more scared you get. It is sad because overthinking makes you betray yourself. You crush your own dreams by picking them apart to find the flaws. You miss the fun happening right now because you are fighting ghosts in your head. And the worst part is, you look fine to everyone else. You are suffering alone. Your enemy isn't the world outside.
It is the prison inside your head. Society doesn't help us either. We live in a world that loves busy minds. We are taught from a young age that worrying shows you care. We praise students who study all night until their eyes hurt. We praise workers who never take a break and answer emails at midnight. We think the person who worries is the responsible one. We think the calm person is lazy, but really, we are praising anxiety, not smarts. Science shows that constantly worrying all the time actually makes you worse at making decisions. It clouds your judgment. If you take a break, people might call you lazy. If you trust your gut feeling, they say you are careless. We have made silence seem bad and scary, and we have made worry seem good and necessary. So, without knowing it, you think you have to be tired to be worthy. You think if you aren't stressed, you aren't working hard enough. But this cage is built by a world that wants you to be a machine, not a human being. When the noise stops, you feel the cost. Overthinking hurts your body. It is physical. It feels like a heavy stone sitting on your chest. It gives you insomnia. You stare at the clock, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., begging for sleep, but your mind won't shut up. You wake up tired, and the day feels heavy before it even starts. Anxiety hurts your stomach. It makes your muscles tight. Depression makes you feel heavy, like you are walking through water. Even easy tasks, like going to the grocery store or calling a friend, feel like climbing a mountain. It hurts your friendships, too. You are physically sitting with your friends, but your mind is somewhere else. You are wondering if they secretly dislike you. You feel lonely, not because you are alone, but because you are trapped inside your head where no one can go. Science shows that constant stress fills your body with chemicals like cortisol. These chemicals make you sick, grumpy, and tired. The biggest thing you lose is time. Time you spent worrying instead of living. Time stolen from joy. Time stolen from love. You can never get that time back. But deep down, a quiet voice inside you asks, "Can I put this heavy bag down? Is it possible to live differently?" Change starts right here, not by fighting your thoughts. Fighting them just makes them stronger. Change starts by seeing your thoughts differently. Imagine for a second, what if you just put the heavy bag down? Think of how light your shoulders would feel.
Letting go doesn't mean your mind goes blank. It doesn't mean you become stupid. It means relaxing. It means realizing you are not the storm. You are the sky. Start with mindfulness. This is a popular word, but it just means paying attention in a new way. Imagine you were sitting on the bank of a river. The water is flowing by. Your thoughts are leaves floating on the water. Usually, when you see a worry leaf, you jump into the cold river and try to catch it. You drown in the water. But what if you stayed on the grass? What if you just watched the leaf float by? You can say, "Oh, there's a worry about work," and watch it drift away around the bend. You don't have to jump in. Science shows that when you just watch your thoughts without judging them or fighting them, your fear center, the amygdala, calms down. The monster shrinks because you aren't feeding it anymore. You also need boundaries. You can tell your mind, "Not right now." Think about your home. You don't let strangers walk into your house at midnight and start yelling, right? You would lock the door. So why do you let worries walk into your mind at midnight? You can learn to lock the door. You can say, "I hear you, worry, but I am sleeping now. Come back tomorrow." Psychologists call this cognitive diffusion. It sounds fancy, but it just means seeing a thought as just a word. A thought is not a fact. Just because you think, "I am going to fail," doesn't mean you will fail. It's just a sentence in your head. You have to accept that you can't know everything. Overthinking lies and says if you think enough, you can predict the future. That is a lie. You can't. Peace comes from trusting that you will be okay, even if you don't know the future.
Healing is being brave enough to move forward without all the answers. Slowly, you will change. You will notice the color of the sky. You will breathe deeper. You will enjoy a walk without checking your phone. You will really listen to what your friend is saying. This is letting go. You aren't erasing your thoughts. You're just not letting them chain you up. You're taking the handcuffs off. So how do you live like this? Philosophy, the wisdom of thinkers from long ago, gives us the last clue. Your mind is a tool. It is like a hammer or a computer. It is wonderful, but it is not your boss. Deep down, there is a part of you that is calm and knows who you are. Think of the ocean again. The waves on top are loud. They crash, they foam, they are messy. That is your mind thinking. But if you go down deep, under the waves, the water is still. It is quiet. It is peaceful. You are like the ocean. Your anxious thoughts are just the waves on the surface. Beneath them is the real you, the calm part that has survived every bad day you have ever had. You are the sky, and thoughts are just clouds passing by. Sometimes they are dark storm clouds, sometimes they are white fluffy clouds, but the sky is always there. The sky doesn't get hurt by the clouds. Scientists call this meta-awareness. It simply means realizing that you are the one watching the thoughts. You are the audience, not the movie.
Here is the trick. If you fight the waves, you drown. If you scream at the ocean to be quiet, it doesn't listen. If you try to force your mind to shut up, it gets louder. But if you float, if you relax your body and let the waves go up and down without grabbing them, you stay safe. You bob on the surface. The ocean holds you up. Your sleepless nights weren't because you were broken. They were because you wanted to be safe. You were a scared kid trying to control a crazy world. But real freedom isn't control. Control is a trap. Real freedom is trust. Trusting yourself. So stand at the edge of your mind. Don't be scared of the waves. Your thoughts are there to help you, not to trap you. As you breathe in and out, you will feel softer. The tightness in your chest will loosen. You aren't drowning, you are floating. The waves are still there, but they don't scare you anymore. They're just moving on the surface. And deep down, in the quiet center of who you are safe. You are free.